It came from the comment section.
Welcome to the first episode of It Came from the Comment Section, a brand new series in which I watch movies that is recommended by you, the viewer. For our first episode, we'll be watching the 2008 animated classic Kung Fu Panda. This movie was recommended by Deadly Donuts, also known as Jason. Shout out to Jason. I love you. And if you have a movie you want me to review, please just leave a comment down below and I promise I'll get to it. And while you're down there, leave a like and subscribe as well. I really appreciate all of the support that I've gotten in the past 2 videos, and I can't wait to see this channel keep growing. Anyways, back to Kung Fu Panda. This movie is an absolute gem. I basically haven't seen this since it came out, so coming back to it, I was really surprised at how high quality the story was, as well as the animation, especially for 2008. This movie stars Po, played perfectly by Jack Black, but there's a bunch of other stars in this movie, including Dustin Hoffman, James Hong, Jackie Chan, Lucy Liu, Angelina Jolie, Seth Rogen, and David Cross. But let's be honest, everyone in this movie gets overshadowed by the Big Fat Panda because Jack Black's charisma really shines through and works really well for Po as a character. Po has an inner conflict in this movie in which he doesn't want to continue the family business of making noodles, but instead dreams of Kung Fu and wants to pursue that. However, Po can't admit that to his dad and let him down, so he hides his passion and continues to support his dad's business. In a great sequence following that, Po is told by his dad to bring a noodle cart to the Jade Palace. There, one of the Furious Five is being chosen to become the Dragon Warrior. Po, being a huge fan, doesn't want to miss this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, but he's being held back by the noodle cart. This is where Po decides to live for himself. After struggling to get over a couple of stairs, he decides to leave the noodle cart and his father's dreams behind as he goes to pursue his own, going up the stairs more motivated than ever, and I love that. Once at the top though, he's literally shut out from seeing anything, but Po's passion for Kung Fu drives him to do anything he can just to see the Furious Five. That includes him strapping himself to a bomb, but his dad catches him and he finally admits that he loves Po wakes up and finds himself being chosen as the Dragon Warrior. This part of the movie I really enjoy because nobody believes in him and he's unaccepted by Shifu and the Five. Like, imagine your dreams come true and you meet your heroes and they all find you annoying. That'd be heartbreaking, right? Not for Po though. His warm and positive personality keeps him from giving up and being discouraged. And all while this is happening, we get introduced to one of the best movie villains ever, Tai Lung. Tai Lung is played by Ian McShane, and his backstory is tragic. He was raised and trained by Shifu, who wanted him to become the Dragon Warrior, but is denied by Oogway, and he goes on a rampage. So he is sent to prison, which is guarded by 1,000 rhinos, and Tai Lung has been plotting his revenge ever since. So it's safe to say he's pretty pissed. But Tai Lung uses his hatred of Shifu to escape in one of the most badass scenes in any movie. Like, just look at this. What an absolute hater. I love it. Honestly, all the action in this movie is perfect. All of the big fights are choreographed great, with each fighter having a unique style, obviously based on their animals. A fun fact that I learned is that the animators actually took classes on Kung Fu. This was to see how the movements were, and so they can properly animate that, and it really shows. Just look at this fight between Tai Lung and the Furious Five. The choreography and the use of the camera is really creative, and I love when animation uses camera movements that would be physically impossible in real life because it uses the medium in the most creative way possible. Along with the fights, the story surprisingly has a lot of depth to it as well. A big theme in this is believing both in yourself and in others. Oogway's speech to Shifu as he ascends is basically to believe in Po and give him the support he needs, which Shifu eventually does, and he is fulfilled by the talent and drive that Po shows. But Po didn't believe in himself until he got back to his dad, and is told the secret ingredient to the family recipe is nothing. This clicks as Po received the coveted Dragon Scroll earlier, which was supposed to have secrets and unlock unimaginable powers, but actually turned out to be blank. Po finally understands that the reason he was the Dragon Warrior is because he believed in himself and his own ability. As simple as the reveal was, I think the message is really strong, and it leads to the most iconic scene where Po finally becomes a dragon warrior. Returning to this movie, you can see how well made this was. You can see that the filmmakers had a lot of respect for Chinese culture and history, as well as kung fu and martial arts movies. This was a great animated movie, and it made me want to watch the rest of the trilogy. Overall, a great watch. I'm giving this 4.5 stars. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Please follow my Letterboxd, and if you have a movie that you want me to review, leave a comment down below. Thanks again. See ya.